9 hidden signs a woman secretly likes you. Old Stoic wisdom. Love is not about possession. It's about appreciation. Anonymous. Have you ever found yourself wondering whether the woman you're interested in shares your feelings? Perhaps you've noticed her smile lingering a little longer than usual, her gaze holding onto yours just a bit too long, or something subtle in the way she speaks to you that feels different. The truth is, when a woman is truly interested in you, her feelings often manifest in 3 key subconscious ways. Psychology suggests that these signals are almost always present, even if she doesn't consciously realize she's sending them. In this discussion, we'll explore these 3 powerful signs in depth, helping you better understand her unspoken language and what to do when you notice them. Before diving into the signs themselves, it's essential to grasp the deeper workings of attraction, especially from a woman's perspective. Attraction isn't always an obvious, outward display. For many women, it's a soft, emotional experience that operates on a psychological level, more subtle than a loud proclamation of desire. Women are deeply attuned to their emotions, and when they feel a genuine connection with someone, it often manifests in ways that may not be immediately obvious to them. This form of attraction is instinctive and is sparked by emotional safety. Trust and curiosity, confidence in particular, plays a vital role. In fact, research shows that women often send out subconscious cues, even before they fully recognize or admit their feelings to themselves. So, when a woman is drawn to you, these nonverbal signals, especially her body language, eye contact, and tone of voice, will often give her true feelings away, even before she consciously realizes it. Here are 9 hidden signs that a woman secretly likes you, unveiled through the lens of ancient wisdom. It's time to take action. 1. She mirrors your body language and behavior. Mirroring is one of the most intriguing psychological behaviors. It's when someone, often unknowingly, mimics your gestures, tone, posture, or expressions. This subtle form of imitation reveals comfort, trust, and emotional alignment. So why would a woman mirror you? Simply put, it's her mind saying, I'm connected to this person. I feel comfortable around him. I want to be in sync. You'll notice her doing things like crossing her arms right after you do, or leaning in when you lean in, almost as if she's subconsciously syncing herself to your every move. She might even laugh in perfect rhythm with you, an unspoken harmony of emotions that is often a telltale sign she's emotionally engaged. The science behind it. It's grounded in Old Stoic wisdom. Human nature tends to gravitate toward those with whom they share a strong emotional bond. Studies show that mirroring is more likely to happen between people who admire each other or share a connection. In romantic contexts, this mirroring becomes more pronounced as attraction builds. The mind, in its infinite wisdom, encourages physical synchronization to reflect deeper emotional ties. And here's where Stoic principles come into play, recognizing that our behaviors are often reflections of our inner world and that emotional intelligence, understanding these signals, gives you the upper hand. To spot this subtle dance of attraction, take note of her posture. Is it a mirror image of yours? Do her hand gestures reflect yours almost like a silent echo? Are her words coming at the same rhythm and pace as your speech? Pay close attention to these signs. They are your keys to understanding the level of comfort she feels around you. So, what should you do if you notice her mirroring you? Here's the Old Stoic wisdom in action. Don't rush. Recognize that she is aligning with you, and that's your invitation to deepen the connection. Keep things calm, steady, and engaging. You must match her energy, but always with a sense of patience. Keep things fluid. Don't make dramatic confessions just yet. Instead, let the emotional comfort build naturally. An iron mind knows that the art of attraction is about timing, not haste. If you rush, you risk disrupting the balance. Build the connection, foster the comfort, and let it grow. 2. She finds reasons to be near you or talk to you. You may think she's just hanging around casually, but no, she's crafting moments of connection, however discreet. This is where the old Stoic rules of self-awareness meet practical Stoicism, teaching us to remain alert and attuned to subtle signs of affection. Now, let's dive deeper. This isn't just about her being physically close. It's about something more profound, something rooted in ancient wisdom. She won't march up to you and shout, "Hey, I like you." That would be too direct, too obvious. Instead, she's going to find clever, indirect ways to be near you without drawing attention to her motives. She's all about proximity, the key ingredient in emotional connection. According to psychologist Dr. Albert Morabian, the closer someone is physically, the closer you feel emotionally. Here's how this subtle attraction often manifests. 1. She joins group conversations. You're in. Think about it. You're in a group, talking about nothing in particular, and there she is, engaging with the conversation. She isn't just talking to you, but she's making sure she's in your orbit. She could be discussing something mundane, but her presence intentional. She's not waiting for you to approach her. She's drawing closer. 2. She conveniently appears where you happen to be. It's no coincidence. You walk into a room, and suddenly, there she is, nearby. You didn't expect to see her, but there she is, perfectly positioned. This isn't just random, it's calculated. You might not notice the pattern, but you should. She's seeking proximity. In the path of wisdom, this mirrors the Stoic approach of remaining present and aware of where energy is drawn. She's drawing hers to you. 3. She sends casual messages that don't really require answers. Here's another move that might slip under your radar. She'll send you messages that don't really demand a response, yet they offer you a glimpse into her mind. Maybe it's a meme, a random thought, or an offhand comment about her day. She's engaging with you, not for validation, but to establish continuity, a thread of connection. The Stoic mindset teaches us that small, consistent actions compounded to greater trust and understanding. 4. She comments on your stories or asks your opinion randomly. If she's scrolling through your posts or stories and commenting on them without any reason other than to start a conversation, it's a sign. And don't let it go unnoticed. This isn't just small talk, it's an invitation. She's gently probing, seeking connection. According to the old Stoic wisdom, emotional clarity comes when you are not easily swayed by distractions, but instead recognize where your attention is being drawn. She's drawn to you, and that's no accident. The psychology behind this behavior. The human connection is deeply rooted in psychological patterns that often go unnoticed unless you pay attention. She isn't acting out of random impulse. She's using the ancient tools of attraction, influenced by the very laws of human nature. The Stoic rule of observation teaches us to pay attention to these seemingly insignificant moments. When someone is consistently drawn to you, it's because they admire something about you, your presence, your demeanor, or even your philosophy. The key, she's testing the waters. She's observing how you respond to her indirect signals. If you respond with warmth and openness, she gains confidence to come closer. Think about it. Proximity equals emotional closeness. The closer she is physically, the more she's trying to move emotionally. The more she enters your space, the more she's giving you a chance to engage. Be wise, recognize the subtlety of these actions, and respond accordingly. What to look for? You should be on the lookout for these signs. Is she often physically near you? Pay attention to how often she sits close, stands nearby, or makes sure she's in your vicinity. This is the practical stoicism of human interaction, the understanding that the body often reveals the most truthful cues. Does she easily enter your personal space? Observe whether she's comfortable with proximity. If she doesn't back off when you step closer, or if she's moving towards you rather than away, that's an undeniable sign. Does she subtly keep the conversation going? Notice how she maintains the flow of the conversation. She won't leave it hanging. She'll find ways to keep the dialogue alive, making sure there's a reason to keep the interaction going. What you must do. Don't be oblivious. Don't ignore the subtlety. Recognize her actions for what they are, signs of affection and interest. As Stoicism teaches us, the present moment is key. Be present and respond with clarity. 1. Be warm and open. Don't let these opportunities pass by unnoticed. Respond with warmth. Let her know you're aware of her presence, but in a subtle, nonchalant way. This isn't a game of cat and mouse. It's about connection. Show that you're receptive, but don't overwhelm her. 2. Create space for engagement. Allow her the room to continue engaging. Make it easy for her to stay in your orbit. Let your actions reflect that you're open to more conversations, more shared moments. This is where the paths of wisdom come into play. You must guide the connection without pushing it too hard. 3. Don't overthink it. Stay calm, focused, and grounded in the moment. The more you overanalyze, the more you'll miss. The Old Stoic rules encourage us to act decisively without hesitation. Respond naturally and let the connection evolve. When a woman consistently finds reasons to be near you or start a conversation, take it as a sign that she's looking for more. Recognize the quiet wisdom in her actions. She's not just occupying physical space, she's subtly inviting you to share your emotional space as well. You have the power to guide this interaction, so be wise in your approach. 3. Her eyes say what words don't. When a woman is attracted to you, the signs often aren't loud or overt. They're subtle, deeply ingrained in human behavior. One of the most powerful, and yet often overlooked, signals is eye contact. You must understand that her eyes are telling you everything. Epictetus, the great Stoic philosopher, once said, "We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more in imagination than in reality." This rings true when we try to interpret women's subtle behaviors. We create stories in our minds that may or may not align with reality. Yet, when you pay attention, when you listen to what her eyes are saying, it becomes clear. Lingering eye contact is the most immediate clue. She holds your gaze longer than is typical, offering a glimpse into her emotional world. Her quick glances, the way her pupils dilate when she looks at you, these aren't coincidences, they are signals. The eyes, as they say, are the windows to the soul. When her gaze softens and her eyes brighten with a smile, it's a strong indication she feels something beyond casual interest. Science backs this up. Prolonged eye contact triggers the release of oxytocin, the bonding hormone, deepening the emotional connection. But this doesn't mean you should force the moment. If you catch her looking at you, don't stare her down. Instead, offer a warm smile. Smile. Don't grin. Keep it calm. Keep it genuine. If she holds the gaze, it's an unspoken invitation for you to engage. Don't hesitate. Initiate the conversation with confidence and warmth, and watch as she becomes more receptive. Remember this. She may not be obvious, but her signs are telling you the truth. Another key sign is the way she subtly mirrors your actions and tone. It's a form of silent connection, her body mimicking your movements, a reflection of her growing comfort and interest in you. This mirroring, coupled with her tendency to find ways to be near you, speaks volumes. She will unconsciously position herself in proximity to you, lean in when you talk, or find opportunities to start a conversation, and when she's near you, pay attention to how she might fidget, subtly adjust her appearance, or even touch her neck or collarbone. These actions might seem casual, but they are deeply tied to attraction and emotional engagement. As Epictetus said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. When you respond with calm, assuredness, and poise, you make her feel safe, respected, and emotionally seen. That's how you draw her in. Don't let hesitation or doubt cloud your judgment. Be firm in recognizing the signs and take action. She is not going to lay her feelings on the table like a neon sign. Attraction for her is a delicate dance, a process of emotional connection before anything more explicit can be expressed. This is where many men fail. They wait for loud, obvious signs, but they miss the subtlety, the delicate clues. You must rise above this uncertainty. As a Stoic would say, control what you can, your actions, your responses, and your confidence. Don't let her signals pass you by because of fear or insecurity. Notice her behavior, interpret it correctly, then make your move. If you've seen the signs, lingering eye contact, mirroring, subtle proximity, act with confidence, approach her, talk to her, build the connection. You're not waiting for her to make the first move. She's already given you the signals. Your job is to recognize them, respond decisively, and create the emotional space for her to lean in even more. Keep in mind, the signs are there, but it's on you to take action. With each step you take, you are moving toward a win. You must take control of your journey, embrace the power of these ancient Stoic principles, recognize the signs, and act with boldness. The world will bend to your clarity and confidence. If you found these signs insightful, like this video, comment below, and share it with someone who could benefit from this wisdom. Don't forget to subscribe for more insightful tips on relationships and attraction. Comment to remember, I am confident and aware of the signs of attraction. 4. She often finds reasons to help you. When a woman is secretly drawn to you, she might not always express it openly, but her actions will tell you everything you need to know. One of the clearest signs is when she finds reasons to help you, whether it's offering advice during a tricky situation, lending a hand with a task, or just being there when you need support. These subtle yet meaningful gestures reflect her desire to connect with you. This isn't just about being helpful, it's about making sure you see how much she's paying attention. It's her way of saying, I'm here for you, without saying a word. You'll notice that she's always ready to step in when things get tough. She'll make an effort to ease your burdens in ways that go unnoticed by most people. It might be as simple as offering advice on a problem you've been wrestling with, or helping you tackle a challenge that others might avoid. In these moments, her actions speak louder than any words could, as she's doing more than just helping. She's demonstrating care and showing a deep interest in you, trying to prove her worth in your eyes without any overt declarations. The old Stoic wisdom teaches that actions reveal true intentions, and this is a perfect example of how people express their feelings indirectly, yet powerfully. This behavior is more than just casual kindness. It's a silent invitation for you to notice her, to appreciate her for the things she does to make your life easier. She's signaling to you that she wants to be someone you can rely on. You must understand that women are often more subtle than men in expressing their emotions, so you have to look beyond the surface. In a world where Stoic principles like self-control and emotional restraint are valued, her actions may be the most profound expression of interest that she can offer. She wants to be close, but she's testing the waters, gauging whether you'll notice and respond with appreciation. What should you do when you notice this? Don't take it for granted. Show gratitude and acknowledge her efforts. Thank her genuinely for the help she's offered, and let her know that you appreciate her support. This not only reinforces the connection between you, but also encourages her to keep building that bridge. When you show appreciation, you affirm her feelings and motivate her to deepen the bond she's trying to create. The old Stoic wisdom teaches that acknowledgement and gratitude can build trust, and the more you value her small, meaningful gestures, the more likely she is to continue seeking ways to be there for you. This isn't just about being polite, it's about showing that you're aware of her intentions. Acknowledge the unspoken message in her actions, and reciprocate with respect and appreciation. By doing so, you're engaging in the timeless practice of fostering connection through mutual understanding. The mind necessary for navigating relationships lies in recognizing the subtle cues, and by using the Stoic principles of self-control and attentiveness, you can decode these hidden signals and move towards a deeper, more meaningful connection. So, don't ignore the signs. Recognize them, appreciate them, and let her know that you see her, because that's when the real magic begins. 5. She proactively shares personal details about her life. There are few things more meaningful than being trusted with someone's inner world. When a woman likes you, she won't keep her personal life locked away like a treasure chest buried deep in the sand. No, she'll open up. She'll start to share personal stories, thoughts, and feelings with you. This isn't just about you being a good listener. It's about you being part of her life, part of the things that make her tick. How to spot it? She talks about her family. Maybe she mentions her mum's incredible cooking, or how her brother always steals the last slice of pizza. She opens up about her close friends, sharing stories that reveal the bond they have, their adventures together. She discusses her personal interests. Maybe she's into photography, hiking, or that obscure 90s band she's obsessed with. Important life events come up. This could be anything from a recent trip to a significant turning point in her career or personal life. When a woman feels comfortable with you, she wants you to understand the things that are important to her. She might not say it directly, but the act of sharing these details is an invitation. It's like she's offering you a glimpse into her world, a world she rarely opens to just anyone. It's a clear sign of affection and trust. What to do? 1. Don't just nod and smile. Listen. Truly listen. Practical Stoicism teaches us to be present in the moment, to observe, to understand. Don't let your mind wander while she's sharing something important. Make eye contact, stay engaged, and show that you value what she's saying. 2. Don't keep your own life locked up. Paths of wisdom often guide us to give as much as we receive. Share your own stories too. This isn't just about her opening up. It's a two-way street. When you share personal details about your own life, your thoughts, your values, you deepen the connection. You show her that you trust her too. 3. Be mindful of the nuances. A woman might not always tell you explicitly how she feels, but those stories she tells, they speak volumes. She might be revealing her vulnerabilities, her aspirations, and sometimes even her fears. Don't take these revelations lightly. They are clues, and you must interpret them with the care of a philosopher. Why this matters. When she opens up, it's a clear sign that she values the connection between you. This isn't just small talk, it's intimacy, on a deeper, more profound level. Think about it. Stoic rules of life, like understanding the value of emotional resilience and strength, often involve connecting with others at their most honest, raw moments. She's inviting you into that space. In the same way that the Stoics sought wisdom from observing the world with clarity, you, too, should observe her actions and words. The practical Stoicism of life isn't about shutting down emotions or keeping people at arm's length. It's about understanding the nature of relationships and the value of human connection. Bayer's conclusion: take action. The wisdom of the Stoics often leads us to the realization that the most important things in life are the intangible ones, the moments of deep connection with others. In this case, when a woman shares personal details about her life with you, it's her way of saying, I trust you, I like you, and I want to share my world with you. Take her seriously. Listen deeply. Don't hold back from sharing your own stories, your own personal experiences. Use your emotional intelligence to build a connection that is both strong and meaningful. And remember, the path to wisdom is not a straight line. Sometimes it's a winding road, but when a woman shares her life with you, she's asking you to walk that path with her. So, be present, listen intently, and most importantly, don't let these signs slip by unnoticed. They are your invitation to step into something real and beautiful. Let the ancient wisdom of the Stoic rules guide you, and embrace the practical Stoicism that helps you navigate the complexities of relationships. And just like the Stoics, always seek understanding and connection, because, my friend, that's where true wisdom lies. And if you find today's content very interesting, please give me a word of encouragement by commenting "very interesting" in the comments section. That is a huge motivation for us. Thank you. 6. She shows concern when you're unwell or going through tough times. When a woman secretly likes you, one of the clearest signs is her concern for your well-being. She will notice when you're not feeling your best and instinctively check on you, whether you're physically sick or facing emotional hardship. She won't stand by idly. She will reach out, either with a simple text, a phone call, or even just a few words that show she cares. It's in the way she asks if you're okay, or how she makes sure you know she's there if you need anything. Her actions speak louder than words. She's not just offering sympathy, she's offering support. This kind of attentiveness is not just a coincidence. It's a reflection of genuine interest in you, as more than just a passing acquaintance. As Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." When she shows concern, it's a chance to react with gratitude, acknowledging her care without overthinking or turning it into something it's not. Show appreciation for her attention, and let her know you see her efforts. But don't confuse this with simple kindness. Kindness is easy to show. Concern when you're at your weakest shows something deeper. You must realize that Stoicism teaches us to stay calm under pressure, but it doesn't mean you shouldn't recognize genuine actions when they occur. This is a moment to value the sign for what it is: authentic, direct interest in your life and health. In our modern world, where emotional distance often prevails, such acts are a rarity. You must learn to see these moments clearly. You must value them. By acknowledging her care, you reinforce the bond she's trying to form, showing that you don't take her interest lightly. As the Stoics would advise, control your reactions, but always honor genuine efforts when they come your way. This is the kind of interaction that fosters deep, lasting connections. Don't overlook it. See it, value it, and respond appropriately. Your ability to notice and appreciate these small but meaningful gestures will define your success in relationships. This is your moment to win, to master the art of recognizing true affection, and to respond in a way that reflects your own understanding of what it means to care. 7. She creates opportunities for light physical contact. This might seem like a small gesture, but it speaks volumes. If she's genuinely interested, she'll find ways to touch you casually. Maybe a tap on your shoulder during a conversation, a gentle brush of her hand against yours, or even sitting close enough to feel the warmth of her presence. These moments are not accidental. They are opportunities she creates to forge a deeper connection, testing the waters, and pushing the boundaries just enough to see how you'll respond. When a woman likes you, she won't shy away from these small, meaningful gestures. They're often timed when she feels comfortable with you, and they happen in unexpected moments, a sort of gentle nudge in your direction. Don't mistake these touches for mere coincidence, or misinterpret them as simple acts of politeness. You must understand the importance of this behavior. It's not just about physical closeness, but a deeper emotional connection that she's subtly building. You'll notice it, especially when she's not afraid to get close to you, even if others are around. It's a clear sign that she feels secure and wants to share a piece of herself with you. But here's the thing. This doesn't mean you should jump in with both feet, thinking it's a green light for more. Remember, your response should be grounded in the old Stoic wisdom. Don't rush in. Instead, remain composed and let her lead. You must gauge the situation with an iron mind. The Stoic principles of patience and discernment come into play here. Understand when to lean in and when to pull back. If you're not comfortable with these subtle advances, that's perfectly fine. Keep your boundaries clear but respectful. After all, a woman's desire for connection isn't a one-way street. You must also engage in the moment with a sense of awareness, not just passivity. The beauty of this is that it's all about balance. A woman's physical touch is a form of vulnerability, and when you respond accordingly, calmly, with an open yet discerning heart, it strengthens the bond you share. It's not just about physical proximity. It's a quiet communication of trust and affection. That said, don't let your judgment cloud the simplicity of the gesture. It's an invitation, not a demand. Be aware of the signals and treat them with respect, always honoring the space she's giving you. If you're not sure, don't hesitate to allow the relationship to evolve at its own pace. Let your decisions be influenced by the strength of your iron mind, your ability to see beyond the surface, and your commitment to maintaining stoic composure in the face of temptation or uncertainty. When you notice a woman making these moves, remember it's about connection, not conquest. You must be ready to engage, but never in haste. Show her that you value her intentions, not by rushing into anything, but by demonstrating a steady hand, a calm heart, and the confidence that comes from understanding the Stoic principles of balance. This way, when she tests the waters with her gentle touches, you'll know how to respond. keeping a respectful distance if you need, or allowing the connection to deepen naturally. If you've noticed these subtle touches, you're already picking up on signs most people miss. Don't let these moments slip by. Embrace the connection and stay aware. Please comment, "I am tuned into the signs and ready to make my move." 8. She tries to impress you with her appearance. When a woman goes out of her way to improve her appearance around you, it's often a clear indicator that she likes you. It's simple. Really, appearance is one of the easiest ways she can show interest. Stoics may have preached about inner virtues, but let's not forget that the outer world often has its own language, one that, though fleeting, can be just as revealing. It's not vanity, it's a subtle, unspoken way of saying, "I care about how I'm seen by you." How to spot it? The first clue is right in front of you. Notice the way she dresses. If she's been putting more thought into her wardrobe or spends extra time styling her hair when meeting you, that's not coincidence. She dresses with intention. This is not just about being fashionable. It's about how she carefully chooses what she wears when you're around. A hint of colour, a bit of attention to detail. These are small signals that convey big interest. She seems more confident and checks her appearance often. This isn't narcissism. It's a subtle dance of desire. When a woman likes you, she'll want to make sure she's looking her best, not just for herself, but for you. You'll notice her gaze drifting towards reflective surfaces, fixing a strand of hair, or straightening her posture. These aren't random. They're deliberate adjustments aimed at capturing your attention. But don't misunderstand, these efforts aren't about perfection. It's about showing she values your presence enough to care about how she's perceived. What to do? Now, here's where you need to think like a Stoic. It's not about playing games. It's about genuine interaction. So, what should you do when you see her trying to impress you? Don't ignore it. This is your moment to make a meaningful connection. Compliment her genuinely. A simple, thoughtful compliment about her appearance can work wonders. It's not about flattering her for the sake of it, but acknowledging the effort she's put in. Perhaps you notice the way she dresses or how confident she looks. Let her know it. Your compliment should be specific, touching on something you genuinely appreciate. When you express admiration in a respectful way, it not only makes her feel appreciated, but also opens the door to deeper interaction. Remember, complimenting her appearance isn't just about flattery, it's about honouring her effort, a step towards forming a bond that's grounded in mutual respect. Practical Stoicism and attraction. You may be thinking, isn't Stoicism all about detachment? Why should I engage in these subtle games of attraction? Here's the thing, practical Stoicism doesn't advocate for coldness or ignoring human emotions. In fact, the Stoics understood that relationships and emotions are part of life's natural order. The key is to approach these interactions with clarity, integrity, and purpose. The Stoic rules teach us that we can engage with others without losing our sense of inner peace or self-control. When a woman shows signs of attraction, it's not an opportunity for mind games or manipulation. Instead, it's a chance for you to engage with honesty and respect, exactly as the paths of wisdom suggest. Be authentic in your response, and honour her vulnerability by acknowledging it. A Stoic's approach to attraction. In all interactions, remember that Stoicism encourages us to act according to virtue, not desire. Your response to her attempts to impress you should not be driven by ego, but by an understanding of her underlying intention, to connect, to show interest, and to share a part of herself. Acknowledging this thoughtfully will strengthen your connection. So, don't shy away from giving a compliment. Be present in the moment, and recognize that what might seem like a superficial action is, in fact, a powerful expression of deeper feelings. By showing appreciation for her effort, you're not only fostering a connection, but also demonstrating emotional maturity, something that the Stoics value deeply. In conclusion, the Stoic rules emphasize observing and understanding the world around you, including the subtle signs of attraction. When a woman is trying to impress you with her appearance, take it as a sign that she values your opinion. Approach her with authenticity and a clear sense of respect. Offer a compliment, and allow the conversation to evolve naturally. Attraction is about more than just looks. It's about recognizing the depth of intent behind every action. Keep walking the path of wisdom, and you'll understand more than you think. That is how you navigate the complexities of human interaction with grace, guided by the ancient wisdom of Stoicism. 9. She frequently seeks interaction on social media. When it comes to understanding the subtle signs that a woman secretly likes you, paying attention to her actions, especially on social media, can reveal a great deal. If a woman is truly interested in you, she will actively seek to engage with you online. In this digital age, social media is not just a platform for casual interactions, it is a window into someone's deeper intentions. He who is brave is free, said Epictetus, and in this context, bravery means being willing to act, to interpret the signals that women send, and to make the most of the opportunities for connection. If she's liking your posts regularly, commenting on them, or sharing content that aligns with your interests, these are not just random acts, they're calculated ways for her to stay connected with you outside of face-to-face interactions. Let me make this clear. This is not a coincidence. It's a sign. She is attempting to deepen her connection with you, and she's using social media as her tool to do so. This is the way of modern dating, where the digital world intertwines with our personal lives. You must see it as a reflection of her interest, a gesture of vulnerability in a space where it is easy to stay distant. Epictetus teaches us that wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Likewise, in matters of attraction, true interest is about the depth of emotional investment, not surface-level gestures. So, if you want to capitalize on this, respond. Don't just acknowledge her interactions, engage with them. Take this opportunity to create deeper conversations and let her see more of who you are. Offer insights into your own life, your passions, and your thoughts. Share your own stories and invite her to do the same. This is not about playing games. It is about showing her that you are open, confident, and capable of building something real. And this brings us to the heart of Stoicism. Stoics teach us to focus on what we can control. In this case, you control your response, your ability to foster genuine communication, and your ability to invest in what is meaningful. We suffer more in imagination than in reality, said Seneca. And if you overthink her online actions, you may miss the point. You don't need to chase her, but you must engage. Stay grounded in your own sense of purpose and let the connection evolve naturally. Don't wait for her to initiate everything. The balance lies in your ability to respond with confidence, not neediness. By doing so, you are displaying the kind of maturity and emotional intelligence that can only come from understanding the principles of Stoicism. The path to winning her attention isn't about force, it's about timing, presence, and authenticity. That is how you win, through Stoicism. You must master yourself before you can master the dynamics of attraction. If you master these signs and act on them with power and decisiveness, the outcome will be a victory in the pursuit of deeper connection. Hey there. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you found these signs insightful and helpful. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps out. Also, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on more deep dive psychology insights in the future. Now, my sincere advice to you, keep an eye out for the little details in your interactions. People may not always say what they feel, but their actions can reveal a lot. If you start noticing any of these subtle signs, trust your instincts. But don't rush. Connection grows stronger when you understand the unspoken language of human behavior. Drop a comment below and let me know. Have you ever noticed any of these signs before? Thanks for watching. And remember, human behavior is subtle, but connection becomes simple when you learn how to read the signs. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.